Share this with Sport outlines the battles for promotion and relegation, and the race for European qualification. In England and Scotland. Manchester City won the Premier League title on 15 April as Manchester United lost 1-0 to West Brom. They, and the teams finishing second, third and fourth will qualify for the group stage of next season's Champions League. Because the FA Cup winners, Manchester United or Chelsea, and EFL Cup winners, Manchester City, have already qualified for Europe through their league position. The 5th, 6th and 7th placed clubs will all qualify for the Europa League. The 5th and 6th placed teams will enter at the group stage, the 7th placed team in the second qualifying round. If Arsenal win the Europa League and finish outside the top 4, they will qualify for the Champions League, and only 2 English sides will enter the Europa League as no more than 7 clubs from each country can compete in Europe. Manchester United, Liverpool and Tottenham are assured of top 6 places, and look likely to qualify for the Champions League. Manchester United and Liverpool can make sure of a Champions League spot this weekend. Chelsea and Arsenal are also guaranteed European places, and Burnley can join them on Saturday if they win and Leicester fail to win, or if they draw, Leicester lose and Everton fail to win. The bottom 3 teams will be relegated to the Championship. West Brom will be relegated on Saturday unless they beat Newcastle. Even that will not be enough if Swansea beat Chelsea. Stoke can also be relegated this weekend if they lose at Liverpool and several other results go against them. Leaders Wolves sealed promotion to the Premier League on 14 April without kicking a ball when rivals Fulham were held to a draw, and they clinched the title by beating Bolton 4-0 a week later. They will be joined by one of Cardiff, Fulham, and Aston Villa, with the 2 unsuccessful clubs entering the playoffs with the 5th and 6th placed teams. The bottom 3 teams will be relegated to League One. Sunderland's relegation was confirmed after their 2-1 defeat by Burton on 21 April. 2 of Burton, Barnsley, Bolton, Birmingham and Reading will go down with the Black Cats. Wigan Athletic became the first of 2 teams to be promoted to the Championship after their 4-0 win over Fleetwood on 21 April. And they will all but clinch the title if they win on Tuesday and Blackburn lose. Blackburn can seal the second promotion place on Tuesday if they win or match Shrewsbury's result. Whichever of those 2 clubs is not promoted will enter the playoffs with Rotherham and 2 other clubs. The bottom 4 teams will be relegated to League Two. Bury were the first Football League team to suffer this fate after a 3-2 home defeat by Northampton on 14 April. Milton Keynes Dons will join them on Tuesday if they fail to win and other results go against them. Accrington Stanley were promoted to League One by beating Yeovil 2-0 on 17 April, and will clinch the title if they avoid defeat against Newport on Tuesday. Luton Town guaranteed one of the other 2 promotion places by beating Carlisle on 21 April. The next 4 teams will enter the playoffs. Wickham are assured of at least a playoff place, along with Exeter and Notts County. They will be joined by 2 of Lincoln, Coventry, and Mansfield. The bottom 2 teams will be relegated to the National League. Chesterfield are on the brink of going down as they are 9 points adrift with 3 games to go and have an inferior goal difference, and they will be relegated on Tuesday if Morecambe avoid defeat. Macclesfield Town are promoted to the English Football League, having clinched the National League title with a 2-0 win at Eastleigh on 21 April. Tranmere Rovers, Sutton United and Aldershot Town will join 3 other teams in the playoffs for the second promotion place. The 4th and 7th placed teams will meet in the first round of the playoffs, with the winners facing the second placed side, Tranmere. Also in the first round, the 5th and 6th placed teams play off for the right to face the third placed side in the semifinals. The 2 semifinal winners meet in the final, with the winners of that game promoted to the EFL. The bottom 4 teams will be relegated, and replaced by the champions and playoff winners of the National League North and South Divisions. Chester were the first team in England's top 5 divisions to be relegated when they lost 2-0 to Tranmere on 7 April, while Guiseley joined them after losing 1-0 at home to Barrow on 17 April. Torquay United were the 3rd team relegated after their 1-1 draw with Hartlepool on 21 April, and the 4th place is between Woking, Barrow, and Solihull Moors. Salford City, co-owned by former Manchester United players Ryan Giggs, Gary Neville, Phil Neville, Paul Scholes and Nicky Butt since 2014, clinched the National League North title on 21 April. The Premiership has split after the 33rd round of games, with the top 6 and the bottom 6 playing the other teams in their half for a 4th and final time. Celtic, already assured of a European place, will clinch the title if they beat Rangers on Sunday, though a draw will be enough if Aberdeen fail to win on Friday. The champions will enter the Champions League at the first qualifying round. The 2nd and 3rd placed sides will qualify for the Europa League first qualifying round, with the Scottish Cup winners joining at the second qualifying round. This will be Motherwell if they win the Cup, but if Celtic win the Cup, The fourth-placed Premiership team will qualify as well, as Celtic are already assured of Europe because of their league position. The bottom side will be relegated to the Scottish Championship, while the 11th-placed side will face the winners of the Championship playoffs over 2 legs, with the losers condemned to a place in the second tier next season. St Mirren were promoted to the Premiership as champions after avoiding defeat by Livingston on 14th of April. The third and fourth-placed teams will meet in the first round of the playoffs, with the winners playing the division's second-placed team, Livingston. Whoever emerges victorious from that two-legged encounter will face the second bottom side in the Premiership, again on a home and away basis. With a spot in the top flight the prize, Livingston and Dundee United are both guaranteed a playoff place, while Dunfermline will be sure of the final place if Inverness fail to win on Tuesday. Bottom club Brecon City, without a win all season, had their relegation to League One confirmed on 24th of March. 9th place Dumbarton will enter a playoff with 3 League One sides. The champions, Raith Rovers or Ayr United, will be promoted to the Championship. Raith will win the title if they win their final game on Saturday or match Ayr's result. Ayr need to better Raith's result to pip them to the title. The runners-up will enter a playoff with Arbroath, Alloa Athletic and 9th place Championship team Dumbarton. The bottom club will be relegated to League Two, while the 9th place team will enter a playoff with 3 League Two sides. These 2 slots will be occupied by Queen's Park and Albion Rovers. Realistically, goal difference means that Queen's Park will be relegated unless they win their final game on Saturday and Albion lose. The champions, Montrose or Peterhead, will be promoted to League One. This will be Montrose, unless they lose their final game on Saturday and Peterhead win. Whoever does not win the title will enter a playoff with 2 other sides, likely to be Stirling Albion and Stenhousemuir, and the 9th place League One team. Bottom club Cowden Beth will enter a playoff against the winner of a 2-legged playoff, on 28th of April and 1st of May, between Highland League champions Cove Rangers and Lowland League champions Spartans. The winners of that game will meet Cowden Beth over 2 legs, on 5 and 12th of May, for the final place in next season's League Two. Share this with